A little further into the forest, deeper and darker, darker and deeper and
darker,
darker and
Deeper.
to the wild part of the woods, the magical part of the woods. And there was a gathering of strange creatures with strange devices. There were fauns and centaurs, goblins and gnomes and spriggans and sprites and children with green faces wandering around like the lords of the forest. And there, standing in the middle of that gathering of magical creatures, was the Holly King himself, dressed all in green with a great big bushy fiery red beard. And when he saw Cedric, he smiled broadly, which made his beard seem even bushier. "Welcome to the wild woods," said the Holly King. "You're welcome here, but to come here at this part of the year, you must meet my challenge. And my challenge will be a blacksmith competition." He picked up a great, big, heavy hammer. And he looked at Cedric and he said, "Have you got a hammer of your own?" Well, he'd been given a small silver hammer from the forest fairy he met a little bit further down by the old lime tree. Yes, he said, and he pulled out his hammer. Then let the contest begin. These strange magical creatures will be the judges. Let's see what magic we can perform. And with his other hand he thrust the great iron rod into the flames of the furnace, and then he blew the flames higher. Can you blow towards the fire? Good. The flames did go higher, the smoke with it, and when it was white hot, he took it out and he put it on an anvil. Up came his hammer, down came the hammer, crashing against the white hot metal, and sparks flew in the air. They flew in the air, but as they did, they danced and coalesced into the shape of sheaves of golden corn, which landed in front of the creatures, and they went, "That's good."
That's good.
But Cedric had his go too. He took the iron rod into the flames of the fire and blew. Out came the iron rod onto the anvil, down came his own silver hammer, singing down and cracking onto the hot iron. Sparks flew in the air, and this time they danced and coalesced into the shape of Buttercorn the chicken. Buttercorn the chicken, and she pecked and she poked and she picked up all the sheaves of golden corn until they were empty. And the people said, "Yeah, right." And so round two began. The Holly King, now a bit more determined, took the iron rod into the fire. He blew extra hard. Onto the anvil, up came his hammer, singing down, crashing down until the sparks flew in the air. And this time they coalesced into the shape of beautiful posies of flowers. Imagine you're each holding a beautiful posy of flowers, just given you by a loved one in the forest. And let's have a food. Cedric's turn. He took the iron rod into the flames, a blow. Onto the anvil, down came his silver hammer, dancing, singing, the sparks went up, and there were the shape of little tiny bees. Thank you. And the bees hummed. And each of the bees' bums found a place into a flower on a posy and nestled down. And the people went, "Ah."